Hello, welcome back, and thanks for joining me. It's Judy from Thistledew Creations. And as you know, if you follow along with my videos, I recently went to Ottawa for the Glebe garage sale. It was my birthday weekend, and we had a blast. So I'm going to show you just a few of the bookish things that I picked up at the yard sales. And I'll try to remember what I paid, but it was just a flurry of activity. There was people everywhere. And most of the things weren't priced, so I won't really remember. But I do remember that this whole stack of magazines was 50 cents. So they're New Yorker. They're not old, but I've never had a New Yorker magazine, and I just thought there'd be some great text in here that I can do my fodder flowers. And I was oh look, George Clooney. I was expecting to find some great photography in them, so I picked the whole pile up for 50 cents. I couldn't really go wrong. I had a pocket of quarters, so I went for it. So these aren't old. 2021, 2019. Lots of cool imagery. Like I said, if there's one, New Scientist. The text I just used to draw my flowers and practice drawing my flowers. This one I was really thrilled with. I've never even heard of this before. Taproot magazine. It seems like it's something like a Daphne's Diary, maybe. There's patterns and craft ideas and recipes. Great pictures. Pages aren't super shiny. They have a nice smooth texture to them. And so there was just one of those. If there would have been a stack of these, I would have been even more thrilled. But yeah, just great pages. A fashion magazine. And the lady that owned this was originally in Toronto, but I was in Ottawa. Food and drink. That's a free one that we get here in Ontario at the LCBO, which is the Liquor Control Board of Ontario. They have their own stores, and they give these away. And they're full of articles and lots of ads, but you're learning about different types of wine and different kinds of spirits and alcohol, recipes, how to pair your alcohol with your food, what goes good together, and that sort of thing. So lots of cool pictures. There's a little booklet in there. And, things for cooking. Lots of neat things in there. Another New Yorker. Dwell. So I'm sure that, I haven't even looked through these yet, but I'm sure there'll be some great pictures in there. I'm into interior design too, so look at the wood images there. Someone's already cut some things out of this one. That's interesting. And then more New Yorkers. And then this calendar, I just had to have it. I think it was 10 cents, this calendar. And it's, I'm not sure if anyone knows, let me know if it's Chinese or Japanese. It doesn't say anywhere. Emi Akita. For some reason, I'm thinking Japanese, but it's a calendar and it has the phases of the moon right on the calendar on the day. So I thought this would be cute for the birthday happy mail that I could give someone their birthday month or whatever. It's nice thick paper, like not what you'd expect for a calendar. It's like papery instead of shiny. There's very faint lines. Yeah, so I just thought that was interesting. And a lot of pretty colors in it too. They're not all the same. So that was fun. I think it was 10 cents. And then 25-cent books. The Trumpet of the Swan, E.B. White. And E.B. White is also the author of Charlotte's Web, Stuart Little. And I really liked the book Charlotte's Web when I was a kid, so I picked this one up. And then The Trumpet of the Swan I've never read, so I will probably read it, believe it or not. It's a children's book, but that doesn't bother me. I can enjoy that in my hammock someday when I don't feel like doing anything too serious and just experience it. That one's a hardcover and in great shape. Doesn't look like it's been used, actually. The cover looks pretty damaged, but the book itself is in great shape. And then Monet's Passion. I was really kind of thrilled to find this book. This is a gardening book, really, more than an art book. And someone got this as a gift for their birthday from Shirley in 1990. And it's ideas, inspiration, and insights from the painter's garden. So there's all sorts of beautiful garden pictures. If I can get to them here. And it tells you, oh, there's a picture of Monet in his garden. So there's a bunch of pictures of his garden and then art that he did. And lots of text explaining and garden layouts. Those are neat. Almost like maps. And then it goes into how to design a garden. There was another artist-themed book that I got from my niece, and I already gave it to her. I should have thought to include it in the video before I gave it to her, but it was Starry Night, Van Gogh, I think, a book about his art. But yeah, it shows how to lay out an island flower bed. And then this was what really got me. They've got this picture of this Petite Allée spring planting. And then it has an overlay, a vellum overlay, that tells you what each thing is. So you could actually copy those flower beds with this planting plan. So I thought that was really cool. I love anything vellum, and I think this book I'm going to enjoy and use before I cut it up. I'm not saying I won't cut it up. Probably will eventually. And then this sheet music was, I think, 10 cents. Something like that. So I grabbed it. I don't need more sheet music, but it's good. Thick paper. Some of the sheet music you get is pretty fragile, so this was really good. And no words, which is awesome, because you can just use it and use it and use it without worrying about what it says. And I'm trying to find a date here. 1976, so it's not ancient by any means, but it's good music. And then a shopping list pad with ladybugs and daisies, and it's got a magnet on the back, so I can use the magnet too. And another notepad. This one is just a regular notepad with music images around the outside. Always looking for stuff like that. And then two very old, very tattered music books. And these were like church ones. But I just liked the way that it was a smaller, much smaller scale than most of the music. Most of the music I have is like this size. And this is just so much smaller. Like, look at the size of the treble clefs. So that was a fun find for me. And some words in it. Some will be religious, what do you call it? Hymns. But I tend to use little snippets of music paper, so that'll come in handy for collage. And then this book is Mother Goose. A very old Mother Goose, and it was from St. Catherine's, École Immaculée Conception, probably a French immersion school, 1944. So good and old. So we've got some line drawings, and of course the little nursery rhymes. Some color, some black and white, all nice art. Some of the children books, the older ones, the art is really not that great. These ones are quite nice. So those will be sweet to share in Happy Mail and to do some ephemera with. And then a book about origami roses, so how to create them, and some great pictures. So I may do a bunch of things with this book. I'll probably use some of the images in my art, but first I'm going to learn how to make all these flowers just for fun. So we can do some videos together of how to do them, and it goes into quite detail of what you need and how to do it. So those pages I can save in maybe a book of instructions. I should start that, a book of craft instructions for things that any young crafter might want to make in the future. So lots of different ways to make flowers with paper. And I don't remember what I paid for that one. It wouldn't have been much. Are You My Mother? This was a book that I had when I was a kid. This is a much newer one. Mine would have been in the, well, I was born in 66, so probably had these in the 70s. It was originally 1960. This is a 1988. But yeah, we read this over and over and over again when I was a kid. So I kind of just got it for nostalgia reasons. And then I got 6 of these notebooks. They seem to be fairly full. 60 pages each, acid-free black paper with white lines. So just a different kind of paper. Like I said, I like to think that I have all the papers, or I'm soon going to have all the kinds of paper you could possibly have. So that's one shopping bag full of, and this is all stuff from the yard sales. I did a little bit of thrifting, a little bit of dollar store, but mostly yard sale shopping that weekend. So just a great little assortment. And like I say, I had a pocket full of quarters, a pocket full of toonies and loonies, and then a bunch of $5 bills. My sister, we shared a room, a hotel room. And so I put it on my Visa, and she paid me for her half in $5 bills. So I had lots of small bills to yard sale with. And so I quickly lost track of how much I was spending, but that was what the whole weekend was for, just to have pretty much buy what you want. Everything is so cheap you can't afford not to buy it, sort of thing. So thanks very much for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Most of all, have a great day and happy crafting.